Mm, okay. Ja, geht so. Okay, legen wir los. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
What? Das Ende der Welt? Was soll das heißen? Hast du schon mal daran gedacht, dass sie die Welt vielleicht nur zerstören wird, weil sie eingesperrt ist? Eine Prinzessin zu töten? Und zu töten klingt doch aber ziemlich schlimm, meinst du nicht? Ich kann das nicht jemand anderes machen? Vergiss es. Da mache ich nicht mit. Hast du schon in Betracht gezogen, dass ich es begrüßen könnte, wenn die Welt endet? Kriege ich denn eine Belohnung dafür? Okay, danke, dass du mir erklärst, was ich zu tun habe. Klasse, ich wollte schon immer mal eine Monarchin um die Ecke bringen. Viva la Revolution! Setzt den Weg zur Hütte fort. Ich mach mal das.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
Who's there?
It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Ich wollte nur mal nach dir sehen. Hallo, ich glaube, ich soll dich töten.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Wie kommst du denn darauf? Du hast mich erwischt. Ich bin hier, um dich zu erschlagen. Nee, gar nicht. Ich habe mich noch nicht entschieden. Ich bin nur hier, um zu reden.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Mhm. Ist aber echt schön.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Unsere Beziehung? Ja, das ist wirklich ziemlich seltsam. So, Beziehung? Flirtest du etwa mit mir? Wie kommen wir dich hier raus? Hier, weil du angeblich die Welt zerstören sollst. Da draußen gibt es Leute, die glauben, dass du die Welt zerstören willst. Was sagst du dazu? Wie heißt du? Wie lange bist du schon hier unten? Weißt du, warum ich die töten soll? Gut, wir haben genug geredet. Wie heißt du?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Aha.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Ich höre auf Gründe. Glaubst du, ich komme her, um dich zu töten? Aber weißt nicht warum? Weißt du, warum ich dich töten soll?
That laugh. I think I'm in love. Stop it.
Nein, bist du nicht.
I have no idea. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm down here, or how I got here. I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation.
Ich finde eigentlich die
Don't just
Welt
tell
schlecht.
her that.
Hey! Warum?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
Ja,
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Was willst du tun, wenn ich dich befreie? Das wird genug sein. Ich hatte gehofft, das könntest du mir sagen. Ich ergründe, dass sie diese Information vor mir geheim halten. Ja, vertraue ich lieber dir jetzt hin.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Wie lange bist du schon hier
Too
unten?
long.
Too long.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Wenn's immer noch dein Messer.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. She is. I'm sure of it.
Gut, wir haben
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Ich hole sie hier raus. Also, ich werde dich hier unten lassen, zumindest für eine Weile. So können wir uns besser kennenlernen. Während ich entschlossen. Ich sitze erstmal hier.
You have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Ich mag's, wie der Erzähler einfach überhaupt keinen Bock auf mich hat.
Large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Hast du eine Idee, falls es keine Schlüssel gibt, außer dir den Arm abzuschneiden?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
Hab ja noch einen.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Hey, lass mich raus.
Pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Das ist eine Holztür. Dreh dich ein.
I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Okay, ich will sie jetzt mal retten.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the
Oh,
massive
ja,
unyielding
Mann.
chain.
Wenn ihr mich so anguckt, habe ich noch ein schlechtes Gewissen.
Cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp and you make quick work of it. Before long you're able to crack through bone and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high.
Yeah.
You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me. Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her
Oh.
back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Sie macht doch gar nichts.
The blade. Move the blade.
Nein.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Was ist das für eine Hand, Digga? Was bin ich denn für ein Vieh?
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Chapter 2, The Prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Geht es von vorne los?
If you don't, it will be the end of the world. It hasn't.
Nein, ist es nicht.
I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. Don't forget
ist doch
what it
gelogen.
was the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you
macht
about
doch
the
gar
this
nicht.
situation less than a minute ago.
Oh.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting.
Das hast du gemacht. Du hast uns dazu gezwungen.
But Yes, this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
Ich bin ein Prophet. Was ist das denn für einer? Der bringt mich erst um und danach sagt er, ja, vielleicht hast du mich aber auch doof angemacht. Vielleicht hast du mich auch beleidigt. Dann ist es ja auch irgendwo deine Schuld. Ich bin schließlich ein Profi. What the fuck? Was ist er denn für einer?
Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Mhm.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul. Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are.
Ja, warum soll sie denn unheimlich sein? Die hat doch nichts gemacht. Also zumindest bei mir nicht.
You're talking in circles.
Immer wieder die gleiche Leier.
No, I'm talking in facts.
Immer wieder die gleichen Fakten. Ja, so kann man es auch nennen. Reden wir über die Prinzessin. Ich will das jetzt wissen. Halte ich nicht so lange der. Ja. Sie konnte mich letztes Mal nur töten, weil ich es zugelassen habe und sie mir lediglich die Kehle durchgeschnitten. Sie hat mir lediglich die Kehle durchgeschnitten. Wie kann so jemand die Welt zerstören?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
Hä? Was ist das für ein... Quelle? Vertrau mir, Bruder. Aha,
You
okay.
haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right? What proof could you possibly ask for? Literally anything. Fine. Check your pockets. You put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope with the words
evidence?
"The evidence" written across the front. Within, you find a note
No,
in your
really, she
handwriting.
don't stop
It
her.
reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth."
Hä? Was ist denn das für ein Beweis? Das kann ich auch machen. Bei mir könnte man zwar nicht lesen, da kann man dann reininterpretieren, was man will, aber das kann ich genauso schon. Man kann sagen, guck mal, der Beweis.
That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting?
Ja, eben.
I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side. You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to?
Genau.
Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk. I think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get.
Wer ist in diesem Keller eingesperrt? Was ist das hier für ein Ort?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Der Typ ist so verdächtig. Warum können die Leute, die sie eingesperrt haben, sie nicht selbst erschlagen? Warum bleibt das an mir hängen? Du weichst aus. Was verheimlichst du
I
mir?
told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Das sehe ich aber anders.
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to trust me here. Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
Die sitzt da angekettet. Die macht doch gar nichts. Hä? Die sitzt da und macht legit nix. Die redet.
Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Yes, right. We're here because we're special. Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a ticking clock right now, so please just get to the cabin. Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with
I
bated
do
breath for
mind.
you to save it from ruin.
Was passiert, wenn ich das mache?
Sure running away is the best idea. We're not the only person stuck here. What about her? Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nö. Hauptsache weg. Ist ja gut. Na schön, ich gehe zur Hütte und rede mit der Prinzessin. Dann erschlage ich sie vielleicht aber auch nicht. Wir werden ja sehen. Nö. Nicht hingehe zur Hütte. Ich gehe nicht zur Hütte. Ehrlich gesagt habe ich gar nicht wirklich etwas dagegen, wenn die Welt endet. Mir gefällt der Gedanke, dass nach uns etwas Neues beginnen kann. Ich gehe dann mal. Nö.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It
Ach du
looks like the
Blöder!
path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Das hat er mit Absicht gemacht. Der hat mich mit Absicht im Kreis geführt. Du Mieser. Ja, schon gut. Ich gehe ja schon zur Hütte. Meine Güte.
Great to hear. As long as you bring that fiery attitude to princess slaying, I think this will all resolve splendidly. Good. Going back to the cabin is the only way we can get to the bottom of things. The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat, and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Du hast den Spiegel an der Wand gar nicht
He
erwähnt.
definitely did not. Does the mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should.
Das
There
ist
isn't a
nämlich.
There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Aha.
There's definitely a mirror.
Ja, hier ist ein Mirror.
There isn't.
Hä?
I think you know what we have to do.
Ich will mich ansehen.
Ich will sehen, wie hinreißend ich aussehe.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I
Hey,
hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
da war ein Spiegel, der hat den Spiegel weggemacht.
It
Hey.
was there a second ago, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back. Very different. Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely. Now isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details. I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not
okay,
down without a weapon.
Good point.
She killed us with it last time. What? Yes, I'm sure, and I've already got a plan for that. Still with those past life delusions, are we? I hope part of that plan is don't give the world any monstrosity your only weapon, because unless you've decided to arm the princess, I don't think you need to worry about her having a weapon. Peachy, we'll be fine. Okay, I'm trusting you.
Ich nehme die
You
Klinge
take the
einfach.
blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Thanks. I mean it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs
Wow.
and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. So much for cutting her out of here.
Der hat das genau durchgeplant. Der wusste, dass wir das
You
vorhaben.
hear yourself right now. Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
True.
That was there last time too, wasn't it? It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Bin nicht sicher, ob ich überhaupt irgendwas tun muss. Seht ihr die Kette? Ich lasse sie einfach hier. Ich setze mich zu
You
ihr.
step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Ja, okay, ist auch gut.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease. You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Na, Absichten, was meinst du damit? Ich war schon einmal hier. Bin ich der Einzige hier, der sich daran erinnert? Was ist das letzte Mal nach meinem Tod passiert? Diese andere Kette an der Wand, für wen ist sie vorgesehen? Was soll ich deiner Meinung nach tun? Weißt du was? Ich glaube, ich lasse dich einfach hier mit den Fesseln, stellst du, wo für keinen eine Gefahr da. Tschüss!
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Nee.
Maybe it'll fit.
Nee. Keinesfalls.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Was meinst du damit?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck? Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
Yeah, good point. Ich war schon einmal hier, bin ich da jetzt persönlich dran erinnert?
Are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
Sie macht doch nix! Sie wirkt nicht bedroht, sie redet, hä?
The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles. I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic.
Ja.
I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. All right. Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
Ja.
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that. I won't. Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Ja. Ja, good point. Tut mir leid. Ich habe mich gerade mit meinem Inneren selbst gestritten. Die Kraft aus dem Inneren. Meine Brille ist dreckig. Warum ist meine Brille dreckig? Ich habe doch gar nicht ins Glas gedatscht. Oder habe ich? Nee, ich habe mich ins Glas gedatscht. Ah, so ist besser. Was ist das letzte Mal nach meinem Tod
Nothing
passiert?
happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
Was ich falsch finde. Weißt du, was ich will?
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me. and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
Ja.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Dir ist klar, dass ich genauso viele Gründe habe, dir nicht zu vertrauen wie du mir, oder? Ich will dir meine Waffe nicht geben. Letztes Mal hast du mich damit getötet, falls du das vergessen hast. Ich kann dich freischneiden. Ich werde dir meine Waffen nicht geben. Okay, ich vertraue dir. Wenn du hier weg willst, behalte ich die Waffe. Finde dich damit ab. Weißt du, was ich glaube? Ich glaube, ich lasse dich einfach hier mit den Fesseln. Stellst du wohl keine... Ich will mir meine
I
Fesseln
wouldn't do
angucken.
that if I were you. And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
Ja,
What if he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
oder nicht?
I am. Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
Hey! Warum nicht jetzt...
And,
Hä?
as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Sie mich jetzt angeguckt. Mann!
Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Ja, okay.
Yes.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now?
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
That's horrible.
Das ist furchtbar.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Ja gut, ja. Wäre also beide hier gefangen. Was sollen wir jetzt tun? Wusstest du, dass mir das passieren würde?
No. Yep.
Yep.
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not. Nope.
That's rude.
Ja, ist echt unhöflich. Gut,
You
dann
and the
warten wir.
princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes, and the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
Warum denn? Sie macht doch
How
nichts.
exactly does that work?
It just does. But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
Ja, stimmt.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
Hast du bemerkt, wie sich der Keller verändert?
I don't like small talk, remember?
Entschuldigung.
Still rude.
Immer noch unhöflich.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change.
Oh.
The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly there are no walls. And then... And...
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out, so this is the outside world. It's cold.
Hä?
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Ich weiß weder, wo sie ist, noch wie wir nach ihr suchen sollen. Der Erzähler ist weg. Ich glaube, ich sollte in den Spiegel schauen.
If there's even a her to find anymore.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
Der Erzähler ist weg.
He is. Does that mean the world ended?
It must have. Do any of us know what the world ending is supposed to look like?
Ich glaube, ich sollte in den Spiegel schauen.
Something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Der Spiegel hat euch doch sonst auch keine Angst
It's
gemacht.
different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
Du bist noch da, es ist Zeit. Hä, was war ich denn? Du bist alleine an einem leeren Ort. Jetzt stehe ich hier. Wie gehe ich weiter zur Hütte?
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Was bist du? Zerbrechliches Gefäß? Ist das Ende der Welt? Lass sie los! Kennst du den Erzähler? Hast du mich geschickt, um die Prinzessin zu erschlagen? Hast du mich hier eingesperrt? Weißt du etwas über die Welt da draußen? Bist du die Prinzessin? Kennen wir uns? Was passiert jetzt? Was bist du?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Was meinst du damit?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
Was glaubst du? Was glaubst du, was ich bin? Ich weiß nicht, was ich bin.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Ein zerbrechliches Gefäß?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own.
This one is determined, but also cautious. One that would rather let the world move around her than move it herself. She will
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Ist das Ende der Welt?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Ah, ja, okay. Lass sie
I'm
los.
sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Kennst du den Erzähler?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Hast du mich geschickt, um die Prinzessin zu erschlagen? Hast du mich...
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Weißt du was über die Welten da draußen?
I know only that they are.
Bist du die Prinzessin?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Aha. Aber war die Prinzessin schon immer ein Teil von dir oder hast du sie dir gerade erst einverleibt?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Kennen wir uns?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Was passiert jetzt?
Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Hast du keine Angst, dass ich dich umbringen könnte?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Wie viel werde ich vergessen?
Everything, until we meet again.
Wie viele Teile von dir muss ich noch finden?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Okay. Was, wenn ich das nicht zulasse?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Ich wurde geschickt, um die Prinzessin zu erschlagen und sie daran zu hindern, die Welt zu zerstören. Wenn ich dir helfe, wirst du die Welt dann zerstören?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Das ist Wortklauberei. Was wirst du tun, wenn ich dir helfe?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Okay, lass mich vergessen.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Aha. Okay, warte.
You're on a path you're here to slay her. If you don't,
Das ist echt das
it will
Lady
be
Princess.
the end of the world.
Okay, interessant. Das Dialog, den du bereits gesehen hast, kannst du mit der Tab-Taste oder der R1-Taste auf deinem Controller überspringen. In der Welt, was soll das heißen? Hast du schon mal daran gedacht? Welt nur zerstören wird, weil sie eingesperrt ist. Präzise zu töten klingt doch ja, ziemlich schlimm, meinst du nicht? Kann das nicht jemand anderes machen? Ja, eine Belohnung dafür. Okay, danke, dass du mir erklärst, was ich zu tun habe. Warte mal.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Okay.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Das Ende der Welt, was soll das heißen? Eine Prinzessin zu töten?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Also ich weiß nicht, ob das so schlimm wäre, aber naja. Also eine Prinzessin, die im Keller eingesperrt ist, die Welt zerstören.
Linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
So irgendwelche Beweise.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Ein Prinzessin zu töten klingt doch aber ziemlich schlimm, meinst du nicht?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Okay. Kannst nicht
Oh, if
alles
only
machen.
that were the case, but I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Du hast schon in Betracht gezogen, dass ich es begrüßen könnte, wenn die Welt
Of
endet?
course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or
Nihilists.
very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Das meine ich.
Serious? No, you have to do it.
Kriege ich denn eine Belohnung
Yes,
dafür?
but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Nee. Kannst du mir verraten, was meine Belohnung ist, wenn ich meine Aufgabe erfülle?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. But whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Okay. Na gut, ich gehe zur Hütte und rede mit ihr. Wenn sie wirklich so schlimm ist, wie du sagst, überlege ich mir, ob ich sie erschlage. Aber ich entscheide mich erst, wenn ich von Angesicht zu Angesicht mit ihr geredet habe.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Was, wenn ich das jetzt mache? Ah! Okay,
The
interesting.
door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all
Die
part
Rede
of
ist
the
aber
manipulation.
anders als beim ersten
You're
Mal.
playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Hallo, ich glaube, ich soll dich erschlagen. Hallo, ich glaube, ich soll dich erschlagen.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Oh.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Nicht so schnell, ich will zuerst mal ein bisschen reden. Ich schau mal, was ich tun kann.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Halt die Klappe!
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away
Ja,
down here
meine
intended for her to
später
never see the
Freunde
light of day.
Tageslicht, okay.
They wouldn't have just
Sie
left the
liegen
key
lassen.
to her chains.
Hast du noch andere Idee, falls es keinen Schlüssel gibt? Hast du... Ich habe was anderes, um mich zu befreien.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Die tut doch keinem was! Die tut mir richtig leid! Mann!
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Hey, lass mich
Your
raus!
shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess.
Werd
And you
ich
won't
nicht!
leave until the task is done.
Ich werde sie nicht töten! Versuche die
You
Tür
try
zu
the
öffnen.
door, but it's locked from the outside.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Nein!
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that. Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the you cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even...
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Ja.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
Nein, ich lasse das nicht.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive. The
Das werde ich
blade.
nicht zulassen.
Move
Nein!
the blade.
Ich werde die Klinge nicht bewegen. Ich werde dir nicht wehtun.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Ja, ist es auch nicht.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are...
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest,
Oh.
tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Das ist mir doch egal.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Oh, jetzt weint sie.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
Ja, ist okay.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Damsel. Die
You're
Jungfer.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Ich glaube, ich habe gerade ein schreckliches Déjà-vu.
Terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that.
Doch, habe
The
ich.
first time either of us have been here.
Nein.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
Okay.
Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts.
Ja!
before it works.
Das ist schon eher nach meinem Geschmack.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Das ist ja mehr als nur ein Déjà-vu. Ich bin mir ziemlich sicher, dass das alles eben schon mal passiert ist.
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
Ich sehe es anders. Nehmen wir mal an, ich sage die Wahrheit. Und alles ist wirklich schon mal passiert. Warum sollte ich auf dich hören? Warum sollte ich überhaupt etwas tun?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
You were the one who did us in, villain.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her.
Genau.
Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price.
I beg to differ.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Nein! Ah, fuck!
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world in time? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
Das sehe ich anders. Ich sehe das, wie sich ein Weg von den Prinzessin aus der Hütte zu retten.
That's right, you can't stop all of us.
We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does.
Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with? You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. Just be quick about it.
Sie konnte mich letztes Mal nur töten, weil ich es zugelassen habe. Der konnte ja kaum das Messer halten. Wie kann so jemand die Welt zerstören?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world. Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
Wird in diesem Ort eingesperrt. Was ist das hier für ein Ort?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Warum können die Leute, die sie eingesperrt haben, es nicht? Ach komm.
Great.
Geh weiter zur Hütte, weil die Diskussion hatten wir schon.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
Das glaube ich auch.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Man will man niemand Nabel
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Nein, das
There's
stimmt nicht.
definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Da ist kein Spiegel.
I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here. In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
Wieso willst du uns anlügen? Ich will mich hier ansehen. Ich will mich hinreisen.
Great idea. We have to make sure we're looking our best before we save her.
We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror.
Doch,
Why
da.
would you lie about something so meaningless?
Ja, das ist ja das Ding.
Very different.
Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see.
Nein, da ist ein Spiegel.
This really isn't funny. You reach
Da!
forward and rub
Er hat's
your
wieder
hand
gemacht.
against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Hier so in den Keller, ohne Klinge.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a soft voice carries up the
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Ich aber
There's a
nicht
heavy chain
weiter
around her
gefesselt
wrist,
diesmal.
binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
Der ist wirklich, der penetrant ist er wirklich.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Oh.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before. That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well,
Also,
she killed us.
Ja, eigentlich sie.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Ja, eigentlich schon. Also wurde schon gezwungen.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done? Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Du hast mich letztes Mal getötet und das hab ich wehgetan. Wieso hast du das? Nein. Ich habe kein Messer dabei. Muss ich dich wieder erreichen? Ich muss einfach mal fragen. Hast du die... Es tut mir leid, was letztes Mal passiert ist. Der Erzähler der mich hergeschickt hatte, so um dich zu töten, hat meinen Körper übernommen. Das war alles echt unfair.
Another version of me was pushed to such drastic action. It was for good reason.
Halt die Fresse!
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Oh, it's so sweet.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Was für...
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity?
Ist sie
If you
nicht?
wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that. Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease.
Das wird nicht funktionieren. Das glaube ich beim besten Willen nicht.
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Ja, das wäre vielleicht ein bisschen zu einfach.
If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already?
Eben.
Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow.
Kann die nicht ganz
Would you
folgen.
rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of those empiricists.
Imperikern, okay.
One of us has to be. Then let me show you. No.
Nein! Jetzt habe ich es nicht gelesen. Fuck!
Do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll... You'll what? Take over? I would if you had a weapon.
Würde ich.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't.
You wanna bet?
I would.
I'd listen to him if I was you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings.
Oh, das ist süß.
That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Goggle.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
Müssen wir herausfinden, was wir als nächstes machen.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
Ich verstehe das
We
Problem
have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it. Because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
Ach, leck doch Eier!
You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand.
Das ist süß.
Look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move.
Das kommt mir bekannt vor.
Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Das ist eine Holztür, drin wir halt ein.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of
Halt die
course
Backen.
you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Also, mir ist gemein, ich denke, ich schaffe das schon.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech.
Halt die Backen!
And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs and the blade. That's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table. You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Ja, es
You're
macht mir
taking every
Spaß.
opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
Und ich hasse dich.
You know, if her walking out that door is really gonna end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
Um glücklich zu sein, brauchen wir nur einander. Wieso bleiben wir nicht einfach hier und bauen uns gemeinsam ein Leben auf? Schluss mit der Unterbrechung. Ich habe mich schon entschieden. Wir gehen.
What a romantic suggestion. You're right. We don't need the world. All we need is each other. That's exactly what I just suggested. Was it not romantic when I suggested it?
Did you suggest that? I wasn't listening. You answered me.
But the door's right there. We can just leave.
Wait. Why would she say that? Was she not wooed by our proclamation of love? We not enough for her? She's not wooed by you because staying here and building a life together isn't a solution. It isn't anything. It's a non-answer. It can't be done.
Mir ist es besser von... Du hast recht.
Okay,
Okay.
that's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Rosa-rote Brille.
A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Irgendwie ist es gerade weird.
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Was passiert mit ihr?
Cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Ah! Okay. Was ist das?
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Natürlich habt ihr Angst. Das ist das Ende für euch, aber nicht für mich. Alles für gut, vertrau mir einfach. Wir waren schon einmal hier und ihr habt jedes Mal Angst vor dem Spiegel.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
Das ist nicht das Ende auf der anderen Seite. Wartet etwas Schönes auf uns.
Okay. She'll be there waiting for us.
Es holt mich zu deiner Hand aus. Du bist gewachsen. Ja.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Bist du noch dieselbe wie vorher? Wie sehr hast du dich verändert?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Alles, was du sagst, ein einziges Rätsel. Kannst du nicht mal klar antworten?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Ja. Wie fühlt es sich an, sich so zu verändern?
Eyes close in reflection.
Schließen sich endlich.
Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners.
Es gibt
There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct.
Richtig, ja.
This is what I need to be. This is the only path
Der
forward.
Weg nach vorne. Wenn das vorbei ist, was wirst du dann tun?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different
Anders als
than what
was
I
ich
am.
bin.
What I am is different from what I was.
Mhm.
cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Du weißt schon, dass ich dich am Ende, sobald du vollkommen bist, töten werde, oder? Wenn ich zurückkehre, ist es, als würde sich eine unsichtbare Mauer um mich schließen. Warum kann ich manche Dinge nicht mehr tun? Du warst gütiger zu mir als sonst. Jemand, mit dem ich begegnet bin. Mit dem ich hier begegnet bin. Danke. Warum? Wen soll ich dir als nächstes bringen?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Du weißt schon, dass ich dich, wenn ich zurückkehren will,
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
du weißt schon, dass ich am Ende, achso.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Was denkst du? Was denkst du über dieses Gefäß?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Du hast also keine Vorlieben, wie du dich verändern und entwickeln möchtest?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory. There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
Das ist auch eine spannende Sichtweise. Ich will dir nicht wehtun, aber je öfter ich zurückkehre, desto schlimmer wird es.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Wie viele Gefäße muss ich dir noch bringen?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time,
Es tut mir leid.
and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Alles gut.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
You're on a path in the woods.
Muss ich ein bisschen eher aufhören. Ich muss noch was. Bis am Morgen.
Hoffentlich pünktlich. Hm.